Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dragon Age Season 2, Session 15, Blog!
Brought to you by Payne's Practical Products.
And thus we have a new Prairie Home companion for the entire universe.
I'm surprised that, by the way, I'm surprised nobody asked Elias to come up with a jingle for Payne's Practical Products, but...
Oh, yeah.
No one really asked about his music, so, you know, it didn't come up.
Yeah, it just didn't come up.
Depending, the cabins were full of vids, so anyone could easily have watched Mass Effect Collision, the vid series, and or browse the music library. It's entirely possible, depending on how tech-savvy you guys want it to be.
I was about to say, I don't think they're very
experimental.
tech-savvy, because so that would have been hard
But
for them to do.
it's mostly intuitive in terms of pressing buttons. So press buttons, find out what it does. I'm sure Kenna pressed lots of buttons.
I was pushing all the buttons.
Yeah. Kenna might, out of everyone, have the most knowledge of what's going on now, just because she's pressing buttons.
I'm like a toddler with an iPhone. I'm just all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that from experience.
Guys. She might have watched Fleet and Flotilla.
Oh, God.
I stayed up all night and I watched it. I finished the whole series.
Oh, the whole thing about toddler
binged
pressing
it.
buttons. I know that for a fact. My nephew loves pressing buttons on the phone.
Yep. Well, that's the thing. They're fully equipped cabins. They'd have press button things happen.
Kenna did some Netflix and chill.
If only Connor was there to cuddle. Aww.
Yes, Kenna just walks back in with a Fornax mag.
Oh, dear me.
I don't have one of those.
No, I do.
What's the reason?
That would use too many tentacles.
Never. Never.
Oh, there's only 6 unless you get multiples.
Oh gosh.
So, how was the experience for the Mass Effect people? I'm curious to hear about it. How did you guys
Oh, it was
enjoy
so much fun.
Yay.
It was definitely fun.
I missed
It was-
having to do Thunderbox campaigns.
It was interesting, as I was saying over the break, one of the breaks, it was very weird slipping back into character.
Sure.
Although, thank you for the intro session, because that really helped slip back into character. Yeah.
If people are wondering, somebody might have me asking what determined who ended up joining us today, because there's a lot of people from the Mass Effect campaign, and unfortunately, because of the limitations, I could only invite 4 people, and even then, even if I could invite unlimited amount of people, it would just be a disaster. Because
It'd be chaos.
it would be hard enough. It was hard enough for us to keep everybody engaged.
Yeah.
So to answer that question, the bulk of it was I asked the players ahead of time, the Dragon Age players ahead of time, to send me their top 2. I think it was 2 choices of PCs and NPCs, or 3. Was it 3? Okay, your top 3 choices of PCs from all 3 squads. I didn't limit it to 1 squad, of all 3 squads that they wanted to hang out with, as well as 2 PCs or 2 NPCs, excuse me.
Yeah.
And then that once I figured out who were the top ones that they asked for, then I checked on those people's availability, and then just went down the list based on whether or not people could actually join us. So that was how that happened, and that's why you got to see characters like Otto was a request that a lot of people chose. Like, I want to see Otto.
Wanted Otto.
So I made sure.
Otto.
So I made sure Otto made an appearance. There were people who wanted to see Talia, obviously.
Aww.
Things like that. So that is what determined who appeared today. It wasn't just, it wasn't just arbitrary. There was a little bit of a selection process by the Dragon Age people. And I don't think it's because they disliked any of the other characters. It's just, they had to pick,
Majority on people who pick.
they had to pick 3, and that's the results are what they are. And if we could have roleplayed with everyone, then we would have roleplayed with everyone, but that's just not realistic. So.
Oh, you need several sessions, but
Yes.
In which case, thank you very much. I'm humbled that you enjoyed our performances enough to want to hang out.
And I assumed you chose Faith because, well, she's in the Dragon Age universe. You had to pick up on that at some point.
I think there were a lot of unanswered questions with Faith, so that made a lot of sense.
I enjoyed her personality with Rosie a lot. Like the whole conversation where you guys couldn't talk but you could talk. That was really cute.
You were
Really
trying to
cute.
talk with gestures.
What was it like for
and
you guys, for the Dragon Age players? What was it like going into this high-tech sci-fi world?
Oh, I think my cheeks hurt from howling so much. And it kills me because I'm very much I get to talk to this person. Let me talk to this person until you get sick of it. And so I wanted out of character to do that so badly with everyone, but Hallie, no.
No, she wouldn't have. She would have been very
She did not have a good time with that.
I did love that her and Giuseppe's relationship kind of it was very, yeah.
I
They
liked
had
that.
the relationship without sharing a word.
Oh,
Your
Giuseppe
family.
had talked at Hallie for a bit, just talked at.
That's okay.
I will say that leading up, I was really freaking out. I was like, "Oh man, this is like," because we didn't know like where we were gonna get put and like what the circumstances were gonna be, and I was just like, "Was Cedric's either gonna die or?"
I was so scared.
We'll just bring him back to life. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Shove him in another body. It's fine.
You can do pie and shove him in a gap.
Well, actually, I was going to say, because he
Yes.
never came up, but one of the options would be to walk to a wall, press one, go, I've got a cloning tank. I actually have a cloning tank, but we haven't used it. It's just sitting there after.
Mm-hmm.
Saying after the session, I love that they have that. I love that Rosie has Faith and vice versa. I think that was a really nice addition.
Yeah. I cannot wait to hear what Theo has to say to his daughter.
Ooh, that's slipping the tongue.
It slipped.
Oh no, that was a player mistake. That was a player mistake over a Theo mistake. But I
You
think
just
I
gotta
was
roll with
saying,
it.
I think it made
You're
sense.
all
in there.
I think it made sense
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
It was the heat of the moment, and
Yeah.
yeah, I was saying to someone over the break that even though it did slip out by accident, it wasn't something, even if I had the choice, I would retcon, because it did suit Theoben, and I kind of justified it when I spoke to Giuseppe by saying that it's because he has never not seen Rosie as his daughter when he learned that that's what she was. So in his head, it's always been that way, and for it to just come out so naturally like that actually did make a lot of sense.
I think I remember like leading up to it, like when we had her like the week prior, we were trying to think of how it was going to be. Like I was like automatically, it's like, yep, I'm pairing up with Theo, and that's the one person I definitely wanted.
We saw that
Just because
one
I knew the
coming.
Yeah,
parallels.
we saw that coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
I
you didn't
was
disappoint.
totally surprised by that. Like, partly because I kind of like I haven't like thoroughly watched every part of the mass campaign, and when I did, it was a while ago, so I had forgotten a lot of the things that came to light about the characters during this session. So when Giuseppe started giving her story, I was like, oh my god.
I know, the
And same
parallels.
with
The parallels.
Rick as well. I was so shocked at how much they fit. Which, when you think about how Hark just explained as well that these particular characters were picked, it wasn't Hark kind of sitting behind a keyboard laughing maniacally going, aha, I know that these people will bring out feels, so we're going to mesh them together. They were voted in, and
Well,
then we ended up
we
with
knew
those
that
scenes.
Rosie was going to be coming ahead of time. So we may have had a slight head start there.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had a separate I guess session.
little briefing
session.
set, little
It was
mini
a briefing. It was a
was a
briefing
briefing.
to just get an idea of where each of the characters were 1 year later, and I asked them what they saw their characters doing a year later, and then tried to come up with some sort of universe state so that we can move forward, so that when we role played, it was a smoother transition. Like, we've already talked about this, now let's just role play it and then keep going and move on with that. So that was part of the behind the scenes workings for this session, because I knew it was going to be a long session and I wanted to cut it down as much as possible.
So did you guys have an idea then as to which PCs you really wanted to interact with and what you wanted to do, that sort of thing?
I had none.
I had actually thought a little bit on it, and I was thinking that she would probably interact most with, kind of doing the whole thought they lost their siblings and they found them again, but in Faith's case it was a different version. But
yeah, and the fact that your siblings happen to be identical twins as well is pretty neat. So
there's definitely a couple people I also wanted to interact with too, like Andre and Kenna. I think the two of them I wanted to interact with them too, and I think I also would have loved to interact with Cedric and Alistair as well.
All of them.
Everyone.
It would have been lovely.
Sadly, we didn't have time.
Well, the thing is, from a player perspective, I really would have liked to have had Elias interact a lot more with Kenna, because I think that had they ever decided to pull pranks on people, I mean, it's you don't really want Kenna to have access to Elias's pranking resources, or you maybe do, but I just thought that'd be a very interesting match. But
enjoy the brownies, guys.
Oh God!
I don't eat things you cook anymore.
I guess going back to the question, I mean, I run Elias on a fairly reactively in that I don't plan who he interacts with. I don't plan what he says. I don't plan that. So it's more a case of going, who would he go and talk to? And in this case, Halasair might blow up. I'll go talk to Halasair. And I know I'm going to have to speak to Andre at some point because magic.
Sure.
Stuff. But aside from that, I don't plan anything that I do in session ever.
Lovely.
Oh man, that conversation between Elias and Halasair was fantastic. It was so aggressive and snarky.
I can't pick one fantastic scene in this session. I think there was so many great scenes in this session.
Really were.
Dylan and Kevin's was so good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I forgot.
New ship sail.
Some of the commentary, like in the chats, are also very entertaining. I don't think the viewers could read what you were saying, but it was entertaining. Something about
We were just saying what was evident.
what was evident.
Shiny.
I
Even
think
more
there'd
wrong.
be- I think there'd be some said sync shippers.
Yes.
You about to have a
Oh, yeah, I
kid
don't
now?
think
That's
it's
even messed up. That's more messed
Drink.
up.
I don't know. Yeah, Cedric is now a home wrecker. Damn it!
He's a home wrecker.
I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
She's not denying it. She's not denying it.
I think I'll prefer my mage harem over home wrecker.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay.
You heard it here first.
Well, I was gonna say, shall we talk about Kenna swiping the peanuts? Is that now canon?
I did. I stole all the food. I stole medical equipment. I stole everything.
I am surprised you did not ask for armor for Trout.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this may never come up, Kenna, but those peanuts, don't ever give them to King Kai.
I wanted that bottle of alcohol so we could give it to the Archon. She's like, hey, here's a drink. Death. Death.
Yeah.
That was
And it just looks like he had an allergic reaction. It's not like, oh, we poisoned him. It's like, oh.
It would be hard to trace back because it's
It would be
substance that
very hard to
never
trace.
doesn't exist. So yeah, that would have been a really nice way to take out the
The thing is,
Archon.
if you drained one of the bottles and put it back, you'd probably have been okay.
I was thinking about doing it, but it was too late. It already happened. I was like, damn it!
Yeah, I know. That was so painful. Because that would have been really cool to let you get away with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all right. You don't have that, and you don't have the Hue bomb, so
Totally fine.
You got the peanuts.
you got the peanuts.
I got the peanuts.
Yeah.
I'll stab that bastard with the second chance.
Nice.
Chance this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And all the praise to Dylan. I know he's not here, but all the praise to him for
Yeah.
how he played.
I'll give you a second chance.
Yeah. I think Dylan's
That's still
been
kind of
playing that one for a bit.
Yes. I was expecting that a couple of you might have gotten a couple hits in first before dissolving, because I was prepared for an actual attack to be made by, but I think it based on how the initiative order went, we were able to prevent that from happening. Had Cedric been able to, or Halisera been able to move first, then maybe we would have seen something differently.
Yeah,
Well,
they might
yeah,
have
that's-
actually get a hit on her.
Yeah. Well, they could have. They just didn't because you released her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason.
Ruined it.
As I said at the time, Theo wasn't even going to go for an attack. You know, I remember ever since last session, I've been speaking to both Kimberly and Kevin. They'd be like, I really hope I don't kill the Mass Effect crew. I was like,
So far, our record is
gonna attack
clean.
him.
0 cameo deaths.
So far.
Yeah, yep. Oh well, you said don't, but I was like, I can't meta that. They all look like demons.
Yeah.
But
Only
in the
reason
end,
I
then I ended up going back on my words anyway, because the second that Faith took hold of Rosie, I was like, oh no.
But the only reason she did was because she saw the flash of orange light. She didn't know what was going to happen, so she was being protective of Rosie.
Yeah, you played
It's
the
like-
character.
It's a portal. Reapers might come through.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, she didn't know what was going on.
I mean, it was just a misunderstanding in the sense that you were trying to protect Rosie, Theo was trying to protect Rosie, and neither of you knew who each other were,
Mhm.
so it made complete sense.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah, it makes sense.
I have a question, Hark. If I had cast on the other side of one of the Mass Effect fields, would it have worked?
If you had cast, what'd you?
If I had cast that fire blast on her face, no offense.
Yes, it would have worked. It probably would not have been as effective as it normally would be, and by that I mean it probably would have had a slightly smaller radius, slightly less damage, but it would have worked. Yes.
I'm curious, because it was the lyrium case was keeping Mathra sealed, right?
The lyrium case.
Remember?
Yes.
Delirium seems to turn.
Would like her trying to use magic effect have kind of started affecting the cage if she was basically kind of drawing energy from it?
She was drawing. Yeah, she was drawing magical energy.
I wonder if it
from
would have been a possibility that the cage could have been decreased, weakened,
That
and then
would've sucked.
suddenly, oh yeah,
That would have
absolutely.
sucked.
I was just thinking,
That is definitely a possibility. Yes. And then
thank goodness it never happened.
Well, I was going to say, you guys have just given Elias a lot more magical readings to go off, and now he's got his hands on lyrium. Oops.
At least the
You
whole.
should have asked. I would have cast for you.
Yeah, Elias wasn't really thinking about that.
Cast for me, mage.
Like, sure, I don't care.
Suddenly feels
Let's just work out.
uncomfortable.
Let's just work out ways to make magic happen in Mass Effect. Awkward.
Sounds like a brilliant idea.
I know, right?
What are you planning on? I'm just curious what right now you guys are planning on doing with the Soul Stone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now,
Go to the Fade.
right now Andrea's got it. I don't know what she's gonna like, because to get physically to the Fade is very difficult. So and we'd have to bring it physically to the phage.
Right, physically.
Destroy it.
That's the.
So
Yep.
right now, I don't know. I mean, we could put it with the other ones until we can figure it out. I think that might be the safest thing to do.
And then it might accidentally get picked up by Eric and shoved into another body.
Well, that's
That's going to have to be a conversation.
well,
They
that's
can't
why
get it.
that's why I'm saying in there, because it's in a vault that we can access. So
And all of us need to use it to get into the.
You've shoved
Right.
it to you've moved it to the crossroads, haven't you?
we put it in not just the crossroads, but in the Pentavive chamber. So
Oh, right.
it's
all
like
five
in a
of them.
door through a door. Yeah.
All 5 of them have to be there to open and close.
I have a question. What's going through your heads in regards to Gwenail and Maximilian and time magic? Because we kind of spilled the beans on
It
that one.
kept getting closer and closer. I'm like, don't say it, don't say it.
I'm like, say it.
I was like, don't say it now. I don't want
I know, I saw that.
I'm glad you didn't say anything about Delwyn, because we really don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to hate on Delwyn, but we would if we were like, oh, by the way, made a deal with a demon, and he did something called blood magic. I don't know. I'd be like, no.
Like I had to RP. Like I was like, tell me, but I was like, no, don't tell me.
Yeah, totally agree.
Even so, you know about time magic, and Maximilian was involved with it.
Yeah.
And Gwenail.
Yeah.
And Gwenail.
Yeah, that's not
there are
cool.
going to be some questions happening.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
Also-
and you know that they travel together with Delwyn and Leoldin, so
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's 2 of the heroes, I feel like the group would come together. It's like, maybe the rest of the heroes. of
Yeah.
Beta
All
Set.
right.
They've all been compromised.
Our hero.
Yeah.
we've all been compromised.
Yes. Right of annulment on the entire planet.
Also, something that hasn't been touched on, that was never touched on yet, is like Bluen actually using red lyrium in our.
Well,
thing.
no one knows.
No one knows.
But
Because Lund just swiped the statue and then miniaturized it into a locket, so we don't know.
Yeah.
that's right. That's gonna blow up. That's gonna.
It's
blow
one of the giant blind spots in Elias's intelligence gathering. He does not know about the statue.
Ha.
That's gonna kill
Whoops.
us.
Elias doesn't know everything.
Yeah,
That's gonna kill us.
absolutely.
Have fun with
Like,
that one.
well,
Gee,
I mean, on the
Oh.
bright side, you don't have it in the Dragon Age universe anymore.
Bright side.
Yeah, that is a good thing.
Maybe it'll just stay in the red universe. That can be a Kara's problem.
Yes.
Kara can deal with it.
It's completely not going to blow up in everyone's faces at all.
nah.
So let that happen.
Plot twist: Lun is the new antagonist.
How is this a plot twist? We knew this was coming all along.
Well, our characters haven't. Our characters did.
Yes, but as players, we all know that Lun is an evil.
And she's got that mind control power. So
Yes, good old Kai Lundren.
Yeah, she actually has mind control powers.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna come bite us in the butt.
but back to this session. Any other thoughts, musings, questions about this session?
I got a new outfit for Rozakale again.
Yeah.
Well, just
Did Kenna end up keeping the space where the
Oh yeah, she kept it. Oh yeah.
she's gonna keep it?
She's stealing all the rest of the stuff. Might as well.
Kenna's
I think
pack
she
now
stole the
weighs
lamp.
like a ton.
She stole the lamp that was in the room.
You know, I'm not pointing fingers, but I think the ship might feel a bit lighter when we all.
So I have a hypothetical question just so that we can get some of the other Mass Effect PCs involved. Other than the PCs that you interacted with today, what other Mass Effect PCs would you also thought would have been cool to interact with your character outside of the ones that you did today?
Arkara.
Yeah.
She's
and why?
She's badass. She's so
I wanted to wrestle her.
Yeah, she's a
Oh, that would be cool. That would be
All right,
cool.
have fun.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted Arkara, like I've said before. I love her character.
Cedric really admires
Said
strength.
Kara.
Zakara. Okay. How about you, Sam?
I really wanted to interact with Quentin's characters.
Salo.
Salo, yeah.
Mhm. And why is
super,
that?
super techie, and I was like, he could probably make me something super cool.
Oh god.
I thought that would
You
have been
could
really
make you
fun.
a gaff.
I also, yeah.
Yeah.
I also wanted to see Meridi really bad, but that's okay. We didn't get to see her.
I was, yeah. Had we had Arkara, Anna actually was chosen to be here today, but she was unavailable. She unfortunately couldn't make it today, so that's why she wasn't here. But she was chosen, and I would have put Meridian there as well, but you know, it just didn't fit to have her just appear there randomly. So.
So she would have thrown a fit anyway.
I was just surprised that we were able to find a way to wait for Sepia and Talia to be actually in there.
Elise is going to be worried about how that happened. I can see a lot of research happening there.
I mentioned she'll like discuss this talk with Elias.
Yeah.
What was leading up to it and how we kind of flipped into there. That'll make for
I'm totally just blaming Rosie. It's all because of Rosie.
Yeah. Playing the poor girl. It's not her fault.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we did a really powerful magical thing, and you guys were doing a really powerful magical thing at the same time.
Right.
I think it just reacted. So,
yeah, the magnet on our side, it reacted with the magnet your side.
Magic should not work across multiverses. Oh.
It's magic. It breaks physics.
I know.
Which makes it terrifying.
I thought it was hilarious that like Elias tries to explain how things work. It's like magic. Like, how do you do this? Magic.
So far, everything is the Dragon Age universe's fault because the only reason there's alternate universes is because magic from Thetis. The only reason that the Collider came to be is because Mimic came from a spirit of Thetis. So it's all your fault. Thetis' fault.
Well, if we start having
technically, the dwarf biotics is Sepia's fault.
That's true. Dwarf biotics is Sepia's fault.
Well, right now it's nothing. But if we start seeing like an army of dwarf biotics, then we can start blaming Mass Effect.
Well, and if like a couple hundred years from now we've got a generation of Asari running around in Thetis, we all know.
Yeah, we all know where that came from.
The offspring of Faith and Archer.
Well, you know what's going to happen is you're all going to turn the Ardak Yachi.
Actually, I was about to say
Why would you give him ideas?
I think, from what I remember in the Mass Effect lore, from what Samara said, all her girls were Yakshi, and only because she's a
pureblood.
I know Ardak Yachi can actually they can also have kids either.
It shows up more often in pure bloodlines. It doesn't necessarily mean that it only shows up in pure bloodlines.
Dum dum dum.
There could be the one exception.
That's why there's like stigma. Like there's a stigma for pureblood.
Yes, that is one of the reasons for the stigma. Yes.
Yeah. Because it tends to produce.
I totally haven't been.
I think it's one of the not as well known ones though, because I don't think many people have heard of Ardak Yachi.
Good luck, season 3.
You have dwarf biotics, Ardak Yachi, and possibly Reapers. We don't know.
And Resurrection.
Probably a world war by the time the third one comes around. Like
an Advar army of undead.
Yeah, undead, short. Yep.
We did our best.
We did a good job.
Come on, guys. Surely rule number 1 is how bad can we mess up the campaign?
Well, if you look at the BioWare games, Dragon Age 2 didn't really fix anything. It was the catalyst. It was the catalyst that started up all of the things in Dragon Age. Yeah, Dragon Age 2. With Hawk. It didn't fix anything. It just catapulted the catastrophe that eventually led to Dragon Age 3.
It was pretty much Hawk. Did you make us Hawk?
We made you Hawk.
Did you make us Hawk? So season 3 is fixing our problems, like everything we did wrong.
So,
Great.
which
Let's
one
give
of
them
you
something
would
to
like
work
the Chantry?
I'm sorry, what?
Which one of you is blowing up the chantry?
That's blasphemous.
Yeah, I've been having some pretty deep.
We're gonna blow it up with those peanuts.
crises, and I made a fire, so.
Oh, no, it's
Money's on
Halisair.
Halisair.
Money's on Halisair.
Halisair has a
do
crisis
this.
of faith and blows up the chantry.
Yep.
When you guys were playing Mass Effect campaign, did you always feel like every major decision you made, you was like, I think this might be the wrong decision, but heck with it? Because that's how I feel. I was like, we're probably messing up the world. Yeah.
Quite a lot. I think so, especially when we started handing tech out like candy.
Yeah.
Here's an app. What could possibly go wrong?
With this, yes.
And Cogs is like, sure, can I have one of those? And we're like,
Yeah,
why
use it,
not?
right? He totally can't use it. Oh,
Mhm.
It's like trick or treat. It's like,
Oops.
ooh. And just keep putting more stuff in there.
yeah. And to be fair, at that point, we did have some strong concerns that the Reapers might show up, although based
I don't think they're
on...
near advanced enough, even with
based-
that stuff. I don't think the Reapers
based
would
on-
show up.
Well, I was going to say, based on the lore, unless there are Mass Effect, unless there are
Relay?
The
relays, yeah, unless there are
the
relays in that universe, I think, in that galaxy, I think
They'll
they
be
might
safe.
be a localized issue. I don't
Yeah.
know. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah,
Who
because
knows?
I
I
know
was
that.
about to say, are there relays in the Dragon
don't
Age
know.
universe that we don't?
No, but there's magic.
Magic.
Because I don't
There's
think
we never
there's
know, we never
teleportation,
expanded
It's fine.
the mass relays unless someone punches a gigantic hole through the purple universe to there.
Well, I'm just waiting for one of those mirrors to make it into the lyrium room, because if we got a mirror into that lyrium room, it might just work.
Oh God.
Dude. Destroy the lyrium. What are you thinking?
They're cloning it, apparently.
We're
I know,
cloning it.
it's
We're
such a bad
cloning
idea.
lyrium.
Andrea's like, all right, this probably happened because there's all this lyrium here. You're gonna destroy it, right? And no, definitely not.
No.
Sure, I think the Blue universe is the safest universe now to live in, with apart from like Lund being a red biotic and now Elias cloning lyrium.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not gonna go badly for you, friends.
Honestly,
All of a sudden,
the
there's
lyrium is probably
abominations
safer.
running around.
Anything else?
Oh, I am really curious to see what Faith Sisters would say if Cisipia suddenly shows back up and says, "I saw your sister."
I saw
And she
you.
decided she didn't want to see you again.
The answer to that is yes, they would be peed off. Honestly,
What
they
the
would be
heck?
peed off. Is what would happen.
I'm sure she would have loved to have seen them, but if she did, she would have had a
Yeah.
harder time wanting
I
to.
would. I just was like, hey, I invite her to come back here, but
She said no.
Yeah.
She made
She
light.
said she'd rather
You.
you'd rather hook up with an elf.
Love it. It was a hard decision. She was torn,
Yeah. You may.
but in the end, she wanted to help Rosie and the rest of the others.
Yeah. It was a choice.
And yeah, I think and I think she's funded that like she's actually doing a purpose of like teaching the future biotics. I think her sisters would be more understanding.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And they will be happy to know that she's
She's
more
found a
happy that
place.
she's safe and stuff
She's found a place in Venus.
Right.
in that universe instead of having to constantly hide
Yeah.
and not interact with anybody.
Theo said that he never got his pen pal.
Oh.
It was like, oh my god, don't leave me. You actually know the shit I'm going through. Please don't
Well-
go away.
Well, not sort of touching base with Theo and not necessarily talk about the pen pal thing. When we had our discussion, our briefing, I think the Mass Effect players were planning on kind of putting Halisair and Theo on a date at the sushi restaurant.
God.
On the sushi
Yeah,
restaurant.
we,
yeah, I
we
remember
totally
that.
wanted to stick him on a date at Ryusu Sushi.
But we didn't have time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Talia was gonna
That
help.
was a thing.
guys.
Talia was supposed to help with that.
That would have been
Yeah.
cute.
That would have been
You know,
delightful.
like everyone, close your eyes.
That would have been adorable.
I'm not
Oh.
closing my eyes. I'm watching you.
But you'll spoil the
And then I'm looking
surprise
at you,
if you
too.
don't close your eyes.
So it was just nice because he really felt like he like Sepia had something that he didn't really have with anybody else, and that is she understood. She had been there, and she had felt everything that Theo had been feeling. So that meant so much to him, and you know, for him, it was just that just went away too soon for him because he now feels on his own again, and it's hard for him because he knows he has to have that conversation with Rosie, and he has to face it now, and he's still not really completely accepted that he's a dad now, and it's all so new to him. And
hashtag Siso.
He was just like, oh my goodness.
Again, the love triangle between the three of them. Theoben, Halaster, and Sesepia.
That's
God.
We can add Andrea and Sync to that one, so we now get a.
Well, if Sync's in there, then you need Cedric too.
Right? I'm catching like
conglomerate.
Picturing like Theoben is kind of like hold by the up in the air with everyone like holding like either an armor or like all just kind of like staring daggers at each other.
Yeah.
The other from a out of character perspective in terms of parallels, I thought it was really interesting when Hannah and Eric were playing, because their characters are the opposite gender of them too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's was a really cool parallel between the two of them as well.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. I love
Yeah.
I'm going to be interested to see how Lucas turns out with his effectively PTSD.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well done, Hawk, for putting that in. Like, that was actually really, really good. I enjoyed that.
It's that little tiny detail. Yeah.
I loved the Theoben like they're actually helping Lucas through that too. That was sweet.
Yeah.
That was really cute. That was very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theoben will make a great daddy.
Yeah, I think I think that I think it's something that Lucas just has to deal with probably for the rest of his life to some degree. I think that it'll get better. I feel that given his situation, he's in the best situation he could possibly be with Sync and Trissy or Beatrice. But you probably will see more of that in Mass Effect Season 2.
Possible Season 2. Because we don't know how to
Season 2 my plan is for Mass Effect Season 2 is that we're probably going to jump at least
10 years?
10 years is my guess.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Exciting.
Or at least at minimum.
Charlie and Lucas will be teenagers.
At minimum.
Or young adults.
That, I think.
Yeah, like young adult, like maybe.
I was planning on having them to both be at least 18. At least 18. Both.
18 would be that would be about 11 years, because I think Talia was 6 when we met her, and the year has passed, so she's going to be somewhere between 7 and 8.
Yeah.
So it's 10 or 11 years.
Yeah, 10 or 11 years, given that. I think Talia is like a year younger than.
Yeah, she is.
She's. I think I said that. I think
Lucas was 8 or 9.
I think it was 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Which would make him 9 or 10 now. So I think he would be within 10 years would be like 20. So that'll be interesting age to jump to.
I would look forward to seeing that, like kind of a book smart Talia after her going to the academy and all that stuff. And...
Lucas is probably going to be learning how to be a pilot.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
He'd better learn a lot about stealth drives.
Is it too early to ship Ralia?
Ralia?
Rosie and Talia.
Rosie and Talia.
I thought you were talking about Lucas and Talia.
Oof, Ralia.
Lucas and Talia is the difficulty is
That's
the long
Tarkus.
Distance. That's long distance.
Tarkus.
Yes.
I mean,
Talgus.
how much longer is like Rosie? I mean, that's
That's longer than
That's true.
It's actually probably easier for Lucas and Talia because they can at least message each other.
Yeah, they can.
Aww.
Right.
Yeah, they can message each other.
They can.
you know that would be kind of cool regardless between Talia or Rosie or Talia. That'd be kind of cute either way.
Yeah.
10 or 11 years. Could Sesepia be the counselor by then?
Oh, that would be cool. But yeah, Talia's gonna be Talia's getting older. She's gonna be starting to. Oh no. Oh, mother mode. No. You can't make it.
Sesepia. Wait until she really starts noticing other people.
No.
No. No.
Remember your GPS tracker turns off when she hits 16.
You will be within my sight at all times.
Yeah, Theo feels you. Like Rosie's just gonna be in a box for her childhood.
Yeah, I think
If we are summing up, like, just generally, it was absolutely great RPing with you guys.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it so much. You guys are lovely people, and your characters are awesome. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
So much.
All right.
Bye, guys. Love
Bye,
you guys.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.